I tell you, Lady D just sneaks up on me every time, and I'm never mad about it. Oh, hey guys, it has been so extraordinarily long since we've been back for a Cogs in the Machine. Since we've been back for anything, right, Chacalaca?
Yeah, it feels even though it's been 2 weeks, it feels much longer. It feels like it's been a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't done a show since the subathon.
Yeah. You're right, actually. Yeah, it's because we didn't do 2XP last week. That's why it felt
Hmm.
long. Because we were like, you know what? It's pre-Thanksgiving. Let's just be with the fam. Everyone's got to cook the day before anyways. So we didn't
Yeah,
do it. So yeah.
we hope you guys. What's up, Dawn? What's up, Flameser? We hope you guys, if you celebrated Thanksgiving, had a bangin' Thanksgiving. If you didn't, I hope you had a bangin', sales, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I hope you guys had a shit ton of fun. For those that are wondering about the shticks, the things Chocolate and I promised, we will be getting to those. So YouTube didn't give me a comprehensive list of everybody who subscribed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go make sure you join the Discord, and I'm gonna drop it on Twitter and put it in the Discord. Anybody who wants to sign up for an episode of Cogs, I will put it in the Discord and we'll pull from there. We'll pull all the names and we'll do it that way because I don't know why YouTube is not giving me it. Usually it does, but it's not this time. And Chacalaca, he'll probably do it the same way or he'll let you guys know. But thank you. We got almost 60 subscribers that day. Played a shit ton of games. Shout out to Burnout Brighter, the family over there, Dez and Matt. Baron did a great job. Struggle killed it with his tier listings. Chacalaca came out here and mm, 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 played Monorail Stories and made it look so fantastic. And also, Chacalaca's been streaming on Mondays. Make sure you guys go watch that. Shout out to Fame for playing that janky ass Pokemon game. That was rough to look at. But thank you to everybody that came out and rocked with us for a bit. Um, we're going to talk about the Game Awards today. I'm still a little sick, so bear with me. I'm going to be coughing and, all of that shit today. It's Tuesday. We have one more show of Cogs in the Machine before the end of the year. So rock with us for one more show and tonight. And Chacalaca, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling refreshed. I actually am gonna be living up to my namesake because I'm on two assignments for reviews. I'm like the number one reviewer of Level One Gaming, and I haven't reviewed in a while, in a minute. So I got a review coming up on Thursday morning, so be on the look for that, and then another review on Tuesday morning as well. So back to back reviews.
Yeah,
So
damn.
yeah, yeah,
I remember those days. Don't envy that. Enjoy that.
yeah. It's all
So
right. I
yeah,
had it coming.
that's what she said. Anyway, so the Game Awards right around the corner. No, nope, December 8th. So this is the official Video Game Awards website that surprisingly is running better than last year.
Mhm.
9 days away.
Yeah.
We will be
Yep.
streaming it. We will be watching it all 4.5 hours that it usually runs down to. We will be listening to all the music performances. We will be judging all of the stuff. We're going to give you the history of the Game Awards and the thing that was before the Game Awards, and then we're going to go through the categories. We're probably going to do it tomorrow, but here we're going to get a full breakdown for both of us because when there's more of us, it's hard to get your full opinions in.
Right.
So, what do you know about the Game Awards, Chacalaco?
It was all orchestrated by Jeff Keighley. He's been, I guess, yeah, he was a games journalist from back in the Gap, and then he like transitioned to working on the Spike TV Game Awards or Spike Game Awards,
Mm-hmm.
and then the VGX, and then that whole debacle, and then he went solo, and he went. It's like when Justin Timberlake left the boy band and he went solo, and he became even more successful. It's like that.
Yes, that is true. You with these analogies, good God.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Twitter. I just want to tweet things out. Okay, never mind then. So Chacalaca hit it right on the point where I want to start. Before the Video Game Awards, there was the Spike Video Game Awards. Spike was probably one of the best channels that was on TV at the time. They used to have like Stripperella, which Stripperella was a Stan Lee project, if people don't know, voiced by Pamela Anderson. There was A Thousand Ways to Die. There was Mansplaining. Like, there was a whole bunch of good ass shows that were on
Was
there.
uh was the Man Show on Spike or no? Or am I thinking of a different network? I
It
can't remember,
might
but
have
yeah,
reruns might have been on there eventually. I feel like
maybe
anything with man in
there
it.
was there was definitely reruns of Cops on on that network. That's for sure.
Cops was definitely on there, and God, Cops was good. People
Yeah,
slept on Cops. Uh,
it was
but yeah,
pretty ratchet. But yes,
we haven't
but yeah,
seen
no,
them in 8 years ago was the last award from Spike Video Game Awards. Jesus.
yeah, Spike TV was definitely. I think there was Spike. I would say G4, and I want to
Mhm.
say at least one more network for sure. I can't remember if the Man Show was on a different network. It's that network. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
MTV at that time too. What's good?
Yeah. Yes, but like I was saying specifically like then, like those are the networks that were definitely targeted male demographics. What's kind of
Hmm.
interesting is like that really doesn't exist today. Like there isn't like a network that's male targeted, which is really weird. But whatever. We got
Because
YouTube. We're
yeah,
fine.
so
We're fine. We
we
got
don't
YouTube.
need TV networks anymore.
True. That is true. That is true.
As much
Yeah.
as
So
sometimes all these subscription services are getting a little out of hand. We don't need dedicated stuff anymore. You go to your favorite YouTube channel. What's up,
yeah.
Derpy? Said, let's be real,
Yeah.
Elden Ring all day. Video Game Awards, Thousand Ways to Die was awesome, but very more brutal than Mortal Kombat. Thousand Ways to Die was wild, y'all. If you ever catch an episode of it on YouTube or something, go watch it. Now
Yeah.
that I think of it, that show would not have been made today because of how soft people are, and yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, TV is dying in general. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Broadcast anyways. But yeah, so that's just interesting. Like that's I guess like the first thing to go were like the male centered stuff. Like part of what happened with the Spike TV awards is like, we'll get into the history, but they wanted to uh move away from being male focused, by the way. That was part
Yeah.
of like the thing that happened. And then also like G4 also rebranded away from being male targeted, and they wanted to be more of like a GQ type of like brand, I guess. So like
Okay.
that's kind of what I don't, yeah, that's a true story. So they wanted to like diversify like their audience, and that also backfired on them really badly. But either way, just in general, that's I guess that just says something. I don't know. I I guess I guess it's harder for guy audiences to happen. Maybe I don't know. I feel like there's like something to read into it. Like maybe guys aren't as consumers. I don't know. I can't really. It's hard
Well,
to judge what this is. I can't. I'm just spitballing at this point. You know.
think about some of the shows. Like Tough was also Ultimate Fighter, Impact. A lot of those like man centric stuff, and a lot of
Mm.
them got bad reps. So a lot of people didn't want to be associated with that. Like
Ah,
sometimes YouTube, where sometimes some of the bigger ups do something real bad, and a lot of people don't want to call themselves YouTubers. It's the exact same thing. I remember
yeah.
when the Ultimate Fighter started to get a reputation for being a certain type of way and a certain type of people that would start to watch it. I watched it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
there's
Yeah, I guess that's I guess
a lot.
like a what is it? Like a rotten apple spoils the bunch kind of thing, or like one bad apple. Yeah, one bad apple
Yeah.
spoils the bunch. Um, but yeah, I guess it's a whole tangent. I guess we're getting on tangent there, but yeah, video game awards. Go on.
So let's start with the final show, the VGX, because it is the shortest section, because there is from 2012 to 2003 for the other sections, and then all that. But so let's go through the winners. 2013, which we will be covering next time, games from that year. Game of the Year winner, Grand Theft Auto. Studio of the Year, Naughty Dog for Last of Us. Character of the Year, the Lutece twins for Bioshock. Best Shooter, Bioshock Infinite. Best Action Adventure, Black Flag. Best Sports Game, NBA 2K14. Best Independent, Gone Home. Best RPG, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Best Fighting Game, Injustice Gods Among Us. Best Driving Game, Forza Motorsports 5. Best DLC, Blood Dragon. Best Xbox Game, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Best PlayStation Game, wow, they really broke it down. Last of Us, Last of Us. Best Nintendo Game, Super Mario 3D World. Best PC Game, I'm dying. PC Game, Gone Home. Best Handheld, Link Between Worlds. Casual, Animal Leaf, New Crossing. Mobile game, Plants vs. Zombies. Voice actor, Troy Baker, of course. Voice actress, Ashley
Lee
Johnson.
Johnson.
Best soundtrack, Grand Theft Auto 5. Best
Okay,
song in the
yeah.
game from Bioshock. And most anticipated game, Titanfall.
Yeah, interesting, interesting. Honestly, like, well, I would like for them to bring back those four categories. I want them to bring back best Xbox, best PlayStation, best
Hmm.
Nintendo, even best PC, and then like, let's do a fifth one, best DLC. I would like for them to bring back those categories into the Game Awards proper. I don't know why they dropped them.
Yeah. That's okay. Let's look at the nominees we got: Game of the Year, Direction, Narrative, Art Direction, Score, Audio Design, Performance, Games of Impact, Ongoing, Indie, Mobile, Community Support, Innovation, VR, Best Action Game, Best Action Adventure Game, Best Role Playing, Fighting, Family, Sim Strategy, Racing, Multiplayer Content Creator of the Year, Debut Indie, Adaptation, that's a new one.
That's a new one.
Antis-
Yeah.
Anticipated, Esports, Esports Athletes, Esports Team, Coach, and Event.
Interesting.
Mm,
Honestly, yeah, it's a very diversified portfolio, and also not every category gets airtime. By the way, I mean
yeah,
certain categories got airtimes in one year and then they stopped in another year. Like for instance, content creator of the year, that one just kind of like they made that a big deal, and then slowly they phased it out to even the pre-show, or even maybe not even the pre-show. Like some
yeah.
of them don't even make it that far. Um, but yeah, like honestly, like one of my biggest gripes with the categories is like best performance, because I don't think it's fair to have male and female in one category. Like I
I
like that
don't think
this
so.
this and VGX they have it separated by actor and actress. In the
Hmm.
Academy Awards they have it actor and actress. Hell,
Yeah,
like I would even dare I say I would even put it into four categories, like best lead, best supporting, both male and female. But it just kind of like when you do that in one category, best performance, then it just so many people don't get nominated. So many people get left out of the equation.
yep. You
Yeah.
know what I see in
So
here? Troy Baker's
what?
in here twice for Last of Us and Bioshock.
he's
Steve
uh, he's nominated
Coates
for twice.
for
Oh my God,
Trevor,
he is.
William
Yeah.
Defoe in Beyond Two Souls. Wow, the female category is hard. Courtney Draper for Elizabeth in Bioshock, Camila
Mm.
Longden for the Tomb Raider reboot,
Lara
and
Croft. Ooh,
Elliot Page for Two Souls. Oof, that's a stacked year.
that is a
But Last
stacked
of Us
year.
was good.
Can you imagine if they try to like put it all into one gender category, like I guess, or just all of them? Like that just a lot of them wouldn't have been nominated. And not to
Yeah,
mention, like, Troy Baker would have won probably, and Ashley Johnson wouldn't have gotten her due. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, I think that's a fair thing to do. I don't know why they don't do it. I mean, I would be happy with two categories. I would prefer four, but that's also like probably asking too much of the Game Awards. Probably, um, you know,
But is it?
I'm already asking. I'm already asking for like best DLC and best Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox game.
See, like I could get rid of the PlayStation, like because let's be honest, sometimes the best game of the year on like a PC is like a PlayStation game. Sometimes it depends. So you got that crossover, but voice actor and actress, yeah, split it up. So many good people, so many. Cause what was it? Not last year, the year before when Outer Worlds came out, they had I think one or two male voice actors, and the rest were all female. Which not complaining. It's just there was so many good games that came out that year that more people could have got their spot to shine. I didn't even realize it was all combined into one. Don,
I
you
want
are
to
right.
say like I
No
want to
time
say
for
like
advertisers.
the 2020 Game Awards was like had like all male. I want to say like I could be
Probably.
misremembering, but it was like Miles Morales was in it and like a bunch of other stuff was happening. I don't remember there being a female nominee at the 2020 performance. And so that's part of like if that is true, if my memory serves, then that almost speaks to what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not trying to encourage division of the sexes. It's literally give everybody a fair shot. There's so many amazing people doing amazing work. Like a shit ton. We'll go through the nominees this year and we'll be like, what about this person that should have been nominated here? Yeah. Derpy says, I'm only watching the Game Awards this year for the game trailer premieres and the Last of Us trailer. That could happen. Not excited for the actual awards. That's pretty much all we watch it for. World premiere.
You know, that's kind of fucked up because I'm in the very minority. I actually watch it for the awards. I actually hate the commercialization. I actually wanted to bring this up later on, like towards the end of the show. I guess we can bring it up now.
Yeah.
But I actually I'm of the minority opinion that like the Game Awards should be like our Oscars and not our MTV Awards. But to be to be fair, there is the Dice Awards and the BAFTAs, which I think they're more Academy Golden Globes level,
Yeah.
which nobody watches. And you know what?
Oh, I love the BAFTAs. Oh,
The history of the Game Awards, the history of the Game Awards that we're going to be getting to later on, like Jeff Keighley says in the little history, that he believes that you have to have it has to be an entertainment product in order to have eyes. Which like the younger me, like 10-year younger version of me, that's like very naive. It's like no, we should be like treating awards we should be treating awards like an art or video games as an art and like lift them
hmm
up and let it stand on its own, but like now like this older bitter jaded version of me, it's like man, you know what, it is what it is, just let it be. If that's the only way you can do it, then so be it, you know
yeah.
yeah.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, and I'll say this time and time again, y'all, and I'll probably say it again before this is over, they don't need to do shit for us. They don't need to put on any award shows. They can just let
That
it
is true.
go. They did it
And
for
it
the
did.
80s, the 90s. They,
Yeah.
nobody
And it
cared.
wasn't until 2003 when Jeff Keighley started this all like, and he cared enough, and it's
Yeah.
like this wouldn't have necessarily been done. And I don't know, like when did the BAFTA start? Or the Dice Awards start? Like they had to been after the Spike TV Awards
Probably, yeah.
or um and even then, like I said, they happen and no one cares because it's all pomp and circumstance and no like nothing commercial about it, which is
hmm
kind of interesting because like here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I used to watch the MTV musical like Video Music Awards and the movie awards, the MTV Movie Awards, like back in the day.
hmm
And at the MTV Movie Awards, they had premieres for trailers there too.
Oh,
And
shit.
yeah, like real talk. They had actual trailers, like first looks and stuff like that. And they had like cool comedy sketches in there, like very good stuff, like very top notch stuff. They were very funny. It was less about the actual awards and more about the show, like the showmanship. Who
hmm
gives an award for best kiss? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, uh, like I
I
said,
get that.
that's kind of like how I sort of see it. It's like the Game Awards are basically our MTV Awards, and
Yeah.
and I don't know, like
What's up, Hustle?
I'm a little like mixed as to whether or not we truly do have an Academy Awards, or if the games industry really needs an Academy Awards. I know that Dice and BAFTAs exist, but like a part of me almost kind of like doesn't make
Yeah.
them count because I don't watch them. So but I watch the
Honestly,
Oscars.
BAFTA. Yeah.
I watch the Oscars, so that's it's really weird. It's really weird.
It
Yeah.
depends, because there's actually a shit ton of awards game stuffs, but most of them are in Europe that we don't get to see. Aside from like the BAFTAs and stuff, there's the Italian awards. I think even Japan does award shows. Like at the end of the day, this is all vanity projects, but I can tell you,
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing will be. And I'm pretty sure it was it 2021 or 2020. We were all sitting here. I can't remember when it was. Sitting here watching when Hellblade Senua 2 was announced. And we were sitting,
Yeah.
we're like, what is this? Like, And Fame kept getting louder and louder. He's like, nah, nah. And then they announced it. That whole like camaraderie of watching it with your friends, I think that's what the Game Awards is about. Because watching, who the hell is going to sit there and watch it by themselves? Either you're, well,
It's kind of
technically you're
funny.
not,
Yeah,
because you're
actually,
watching it
yeah,
with
yeah.
somebody, or you're watching somebody stream their reaction of it. Most
I
people.
actually I actually don't really I'm not really big on Twitter. Like I have like 200 followers, whatever. Like I don't tweet much. That's part of why I don't get a following is because I very rarely tweet. But one of the very few times that I do tweet is I was tweeting live during like the 2014 Game Awards. Like that was the first time I was using the hashtag and like
Old man.
being a part of a conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I am an old man, but that was the first time I genuinely felt like, despite watching the show alone, I didn't feel like I was watching it alone because I was getting instant replies by people, even people that I knew in real life that I didn't know that they were watching it either, like that kind of stuff. That's what I
Yeah,
was so there's that communal aspect of things.
I will say that is the fun of it. And the people that like just when the results come out on the 8th, just like let people have their fun, let the winners win. You can say, yeah, this game shouldn't have won, whatever. Just they won. Just move on with it. I know what game you liked more, and that's it. Cool. Who cares?
You know what's what's kind of funny is like I was very salty in the 2020 Game Awards when The Last of Us Part 2 won.
Oh, I
Hella
wasn't
salty, and
happy, but then I was just like,
still am salty even to this day, by the way.
yeah.
Um,
I was like,
which is
it's
very weird because like I was I am like a very big Sony pony and I would like to here's the thing. When the game was announced, I was thinking to myself that this is going to be the game of the year sight unseen, you know what I mean? And then I played the game and I was like, "Ooh," you know. Like I think for me like when it comes to my opinion on The Last of Us Part 2, like I was so predisposed to loving it like the bar was kind of set very low in my opinion. Like it was set like it's really weird because you can have high expectations, but also at the same time, like for me, I will feel like I was pretty easy to please. You know,
mm-hmm.
like there's not really a whole lot you can do to like make me not like the product. And the fact that you did that, you somehow managed to achieve that. That says something.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
That's for the people, and for every game. If you liked it, power to you. If you
yeah.
like Last of Us, if you like something, power to you. Unless it's like a dog shit game, I'm not gonna roast it. Unless like it is a game that I'm like looking at you like, come on, where's your common sense? Like I'm looking at
Yeah.
people with the Pokemon glitches of characters' arms going wild, and I'm like, you cannot just accept this. You paid full price for this. Come on. I'm gonna let people
Yeah.
enjoy their game. I may not understand it, but I enjoy. Yep. So the VGX, the last time the game, nope, the last time Spike hosted the Game Awards, there was also the announcement of 2013 revealed Titanfall, Thief, Quantum Break, South Park: The Stick of Truth, Broken Age, Dying Light, The Division, the first one, and The Witcher 3. And then Reggie also demoed upcoming Wii U game, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and Rockstar worked on a musical production with the team that made the soundtrack for GTA 5. Damn, there's so many banging games in there too.
I know. 2013. We're gonna cover that next.
We are. So we're just going to scroll past that. 2012. We're not going to read out all of these. I'm going to bring up the full list on the screen so y'all can see them. Game of the year was The Walking Dead.
Interesting.
Really? In 2012? Oh, the Telltale one. Yeah, that makes
What is
sense.
that? Yeah.
Beating out
The
Assassin's
Walking
Creed
Dead.
3, Dishonored,
Yeah.
Journey, and Mass Effect 3? Shit!
Well, nobody liked the Mass Effect 3 ending, so let's be real on that one.
Yeah, but
Um,
when by that time Mass Effect came out, I can't remember the exact date, but it's Mass Effect. It's one of those games. Last of Us. We just talked about it. Even if it's bad, people are still gonna vote for it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, it would have been interesting if Journey had won, by the way, because Journey is a very short game. And it's an indie game too at that, I think. So, but yeah, interesting,
Because
interesting lineup, by the way.
there's no. Oh yeah, there is it. Oh, it won for indie games.
Yeah,
Okay. Best game of the decade went to Half Life 2. We don't have those anymore.
interesting. Best game
Character
of
of
the
the year.
decade.
How did Claptrap win? Because he was goddamn annoying.
It's kind of interesting. He should totally have done that, by the way. When it's a 0 year, like 2020 or 2030 or 2010 or whatever, he should have a game of the decade. So it's like, or even 2011 or 2021, where it's like you look at the last 10 years.
He should.
Yeah, yeah, he should.
That is. That is a good point. There's so many stuff I'm looking at like, yeah, they could bring that back. Bring that back. The best social game, which I'm guessing is multiplayer, was You Don't Know Jack. That's always classic. And best DLC was Dawn Guard from Skyrim. Shit.
Nice, nice.
2011 was
Oh,
December 10th.
Skyrim.
Yeah, you
Mm,
beat out Arkham City and Skyward. Oop. Oh, this is a thick list. Okay, shit.
I don't. I would have given it to Uncharted 3. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I can't even. I can't even. I can't even fault them on that. Skyrim is stayed the test of time. Stood the test of time. Even like still selling copies and probably in the top 20 in the what is it, that
Game
chart
Store.
that no, the chart where it's like the top 20 games of the month or whatever.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
damn it.
I can't remember the name,
Ah,
though.
God damn it. Freaking Dan's gonna hate me right now because he's probably shouting at his screen because we literally cover it every freaking month on Ready Press Play. Oh my God.
Sometimes you get old and you forget.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go and pull up my old docs from Ready Press Play just so that way I can remember it. Because I swear to God, I can't believe this happened.
The best multi. See, this
NPD,
is.
N oh NPD. Okay,
Oh
sorry.
my
Yeah,
god.
that was it. Okay,
This you
go
can
on.
also tell this is a different time. Best multiplayer game was Portal 2, beating out Battlefield 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Gears of War 3.
Damn, a lot of trilogies there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what other kind of badass categories they got. Team sports
Oh my
games.
God, best indie game was Minecraft.
Are we surprised by that?
Okay, first off, you're right, but now it's like this conglomerate kind of like Microsoft owned, like what is that thing? What's that word I'm looking for? It's like, I don't know, an empire now. It's not even
Yeah.
indie and in the slightest. But yeah,
Oh, I guess they have done
yeah.
best adapted game before back in 2011.
What is best adapted game? Oh, because it's a license.
Mhm.
Batman, Back to the Future, Captain America, Lego, Star Wars. Yeah. Okay.
Best performance by human male. I don't like
What the
the way
fuck?
they phrase it. And human female, both for Portal. Damn.
GLaDOS. Okay, GLaDOS deserves that one. I will
Yeah,
give him that one. But
she was
but why
badass.
human? Why human male? Like what the hell?
That's
Like
some weird ass phrasing.
can we like? I don't even know. It's
Uh,
just
best downloadable games. Yeah, that wouldn't even work nowadays because you can just download all the games.
everything's downloadable. Everything's
Yeah.
downloadable. Yeah.
Wow. Ray Rice was the NFL Blitz. NFL must have had a hand in this to
You
get
know,
a specific category,
NFL Blitz cover athlete. What the fuck? That's so weird. And there
right?
was two other nominees, but okay. I will say though, as far as best downloadable game, actually there are a couple of games like indie games, but I guess that goes in the best indie category. But
Hmm.
there are indie games that don't get a physical retail release unless they go through like what is that called?
First
Limited run games.
press. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's true. But I mean, you can own Persona and never physically own Persona. So
yeah,
that
let me.
downloadable is
Yeah,
different nowadays.
yeah. Let me think here. Does best shooter doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Let's see.
It's right there. Oh yeah.
It
No, it does
wow.
not.
be best multiplayer. I think that's where most of them fall into now.
True, true.
Because
Interesting.
multiplayer, everybody plays multiplayer. If if I see goddamn Warzone on there, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, 2010. I was in high school.
I was 3 years
Where were
out of
you?
high school. I was three
Old
years
man.
outside of high school.
Red Dead won, not surprised. BioWare won for
Mhm.
Mass Effect 2. Best yeah, God of War. Damn. Super Mario Galaxy. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's sports, music. What else? Best adapted. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Great game. Best
That's a
performance
good
by
game.
human male. I hate that was Neil Patrick Harris in The Amazing Spider-Man. Look at you, Flames. You snatched that sex bot out.
NPH though, that's interesting. Okay. I mean, let me look at this. Let me look at the category here. Who was nominated? Because Neil Patrick Harris, famous as he is, I don't think Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, or Shattered Dimension really like blew up the charts or anything like that. So
No.
okay, Nathan Fillion. We should have gotten him from Mass Effect 2. That was more deserved. And also Mass Effect 2 is a much more beloved game that probably stood the test of time. I
Well,
also could have given it to Red Dead Redemption.
Nathan
Um,
Fillion was in Halo Reach.
damn
Martin
it.
Sheen was in Mass Effect 2.
Damn it. Okay. All right.
Martin Sheen was the elusive man. These are
Ooh, okay.
all fucking actors. Daniel
Yeah,
Craig, Gary
Sam
Oldman,
Worthington.
John
What the hell?
Cleese. The only
Why
one
are
that's
they
not an
nothing but big
actor
names?
is John Marston.
Wait, what? You talking about? John Marston is the name of the character in Red Dead Redemption.
But like his voice actor is not the only one that is not a
Oh yeah, you're
major
right. Oh yeah,
actor.
you're right. Yeah, you're
Everybody else,
right.
especially Sam Worthington, that was when he was fresh off of
He Jeff
Avatar.
Avatar. Yeah.
Like he was
Holy
popping.
shit.
And oh, Trisha Helfer, who's also Canadian from the same place I am, she won. She was Sarah Kerrigan. That's a
Okay.
very deserved. There was Judi Dench, Danica Patrick. Okay, Emmanuel
Emmanuel
Shrieky.
Chiki. Oh, she's
Shrieky.
a supermodel.
She
She's a
was in
supermodel.
she was in that show that the pretty boy with the blue eyes and dark hair was. It was used to be like they were real fancy. The boys. I don't know. Somebody's gonna know the name of it. She's Canadian too. Felicia Day. Haven't seen her and shit in a while. Jennifer Hale, also
Hell,
Canadian. Kristen Bell.
there's a
Oh,
lot of
she
famous people.
was in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And Yvonne Strahovski,
Jeez.
another actress. Okay, damn.
Okay, what is your opinion on this? Like so traditional like actor celebrities taking on like these voice roles. Like some of them, I'll give you like they're Daniel Craig and Judi Dench. They're basically voicing their characters in the James Bond adaptation. So it's like,
Yeah.
that one kind of sort of makes sense. You get the movie actors to do their video game counterparts, but like someone like a I don't know, Yvonne Strahovski, who's like probably famous for Chuck at that time, doing Mass Effect 2.
So, as somebody who plays Mass Effect 2 religiously and it's my favorite game of all time, she did a great job as Miranda. So, my thing is, if they can do it, yes. If they can't, same with any voice actor. Anybody,
Okay.
if you can do the role, hell yeah, I'm going to support you. If you can't, fuck off. Like, I'm going to call out
So
bad acting.
so Kiefer Sutherland as Snake.
Bruh,
uh
I'm trying
yeah,
not to
that was
cough
terrible.
and choke and die over here, and you just trying to kill me with that?
Yeah, like I hated Konami for doing that. Like,
Well, like
the what's that
Camila
guy?
Langdon, she was in Grey's Anatomy for a long time,
Hmm.
and she's Laura Croft.
Hmm.
So there's Ashley Johnson. Ashley Johnson is in the Marvel Universe, and she's Ellie. She was the waitress that they rescued in Avengers, the first one.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
She's
Yeah.
technically part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe whenever they want to call her up. It's like, that's wild to me. but we know her as a voice
Like,
actress.
a lot of her scenes got deleted on the cutting room floor because she was supposed the reason why her character, that random waitress, had a lot of screen time was because there were other scenes that set her up, earlier, but
She would have been a banging
yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she would have.
She would have been
And
so
then
good.
the internet wouldn't have hated on
No.
her.
What's up, fame? You hiding over there? You ready for tomorrow to do another show? Best original game? Red Dead. Best zombie game? Red Dead Undead Nightmare. Yep. Best dressed
Uh,
assassin? I feel like these are just throw-ins because Ezio Auditore.
and also not to mention, like, there's no nominees.
Yeah. Those those are like, yeah. 2009 Uncharted 2.
Okay. Okay, okay.
But that
Since,
beat out Arkham
Uncharted
Asylum.
since Uncharted 3 didn't win into was it 2010 or whatever, or 20
Yeah.
I think I was 2010 or 2011, then I can accept it since
Okay.
Uncharted 2 won.
It beat out Assassin's Creed 2, Arkham Asylum, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which y'all know it just got re-released, and Left 4 Dead 2.
Between Uncharted 2 and Left 4 Dead 2, that's kinda where I wanna go with. Which one should have won?
I would
Because
say
I remember Left 4 Dead 2 being like this cultural zeitgeist.
yes, because it was like, wow, Valve is actually making a sequel to something. Are they gonna make a third? No. Okay.
No.
Um, honestly, for me, it would be Arkham Asylum or Assassin's Creed.
Interesting.
Even Modern Warfare 2, because they've changed the story in the new one, but the original story, I remember people like when Ghost got shot at the end, people were mortified and talked about it until this one came out that rewrote it and retconned everything.
Bastards.
Like
Yeah, you know what?
2009.
This has gotta be a stacked year, by the way, because Arkham Asylum was like the first like Batman Arkham game and very lauded, and I would say the only one that's better than it is probably Arkham City, maybe.
Yeah, Arkham Knight
Assassin's
just has issues with running, but its story is pretty good. Like it runs like shit on PC.
Yeah.
It's so
Uh, Assassin's Creed 2 is when Assassin's Creed became Assassin's Creed.
bad. Mhm.
Um,
It's the first time you could also
and
go back and replay missions. Oh no, was that Brotherhood? Yeah, that was Brotherhood because Assassin's Creed 2 had the stupid go find the 100 feathers.
Uncharted 2 was definitely when Naughty Dog, in my opinion, is when Naughty Dog became Naughty Dog. Like the Naughty Dog that we know. The S tier developer, the crown jewel of PlayStation and stuff like that. And not to mention, Uncharted 2 just shits on Uncharted 1. Like, when I played those games in sequential order, and I played Uncharted 1, I thought it was actually a really good game. I played Uncharted 2, and I thought Uncharted 1 was bad
I,
retroactively.
I think you said that when we covered Naughty Dog too.
I
It's
probably did.
beauty of hindsight, you know?
Yeah.
Best PC game, Dragon Age Origins. That's when Dragon Age and was exclusive to PC.
Mm.
Shooter, COD, of course. RPG, Origins. Wow, Origins won, even though it was PC exclusive, over Borderlands, Demon Souls, and Mario and Luigi. Okay, pop off, King.
Best graphics, Uncharted 2. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's.
Oh my God, human male, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. He's literally playing himself, his movie version of himself, on a game station, and they
And
give it to
Megan
him.
Fox as human female.
Oh my God, they're just licensed video game movies. They got the best performances of that year. Let me see these nominees. This has
Oh,
got to be like, this has to be a mistake, like,
no, because
or
it's Bill
bot.
Murray, Samuel L.
Okay.
Jackson, Shia LaBeouf, and Vin Diesel. All actors.
Oh, this is bot. Okay, I'm gonna call shenanigans. This is the Spike Awards.
What's up, Pico?
I am gonna say that there had to been money changing hands on this one. At some kind of like creative integrity was broken here.
These were the probably the biggest movies and video games, yeah. Because the only other person I don't know who Alicia Dukesh Dukeshu is, Kristen Bell and Trisha Helfer, who is not only did she win for Sarah Kerrigan, she's the voice of Edie. She has a history almost as long as Jennifer Hale's and Allie Hillis's.
Like best male, best human male, they didn't like nominate the actor that played Batman in Arkham Asylum. You know what I
And
mean? Like
may Kevin rest in peace.
it was Kevin Conroy. Ah, god damn.
Kevin Conroy's been the voice forever.
I knew he was the animated Batman. I didn't know that it was actually him in the Arkham games. Like I just
Yeah.
didn't assume that.
Best
They didn't give it.
DLC,
They didn't
Gatorade.
nominate. They didn't nominate Nolan. Was it Nolan? It's not
Nolan
Nolan
North.
North that did Uncharted, right? That did Drake.
Yeah,
Or
that's
okay, yeah.
really, man, that's
They
a porn name. Nolan North.
yeah, it isn't.
He
Yeah,
probably
it
gets told
is.
that all the time.
So Kevin Conroy and Nolan North did not get nominated for best performance by a human male that year. But I call bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is straight up like 100% like that's bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Like, all of these. I haven't played Assault on the Dark Arena, but the Chronicles of Riddick game, Escape from Butcher Bay, is good, but all of these are actors. Every single
But
one. And, like,
yeah.
Trisha Helfer is also an actor. She's been on, like, Two and a Half Men and a bunch of other shows, and she was in a whole bunch of shit. But god damn. She's, like, one of the most recognizable voices. And most anticipated game was God of War 3, beating out Bioshock, Mass Effect 2, and StarCraft 2, which did go on to win Game of
What the
the Year for PC.
what the hell? Okay, look at this. Best cast, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Best voice, Jack Black. For what is it, Brutal Legends? Like what the hell?
That means you just
Uh,
undermined your performance of Human Male. I can't get over that it's called Human Male still. I hate that.
and then and then they nominated Mark Hamill for the Joker in Batman Arkham Asylum, which that's a good performance right there. They nominate Nolan
Amazing.
North, and like I guess it's like they get nominated Claudia Black, who did Chloe Fraser in Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Like it seems to me like best voice is like your traditional non-celebrity voice actors. It's like that's kind of like a bullshit thing to do to like just to sort of sideline them and give them the real award to the real like acting achievements, but then you're stroking
Yeah.
the celebrity's ego over there. I don't. That's bullshit.
That's and you know what? I don't know if I could agree with even Jack Black winning that because Arlene was an amazing Harley Quinn. Like she killed it. Claudia was great. Mark Hamill, his Joker, terrifying. Nolan North was great.
Yeah, they fucked it up twice. They fucked it up
They fucked it up
twice.
twice. No, three
you,
times because
you,
Megan
you
Fox won for female. Remember, don't forget that.
So like now you give a category to like your industry people and you don't
Mhm.
even give it to the industry people
Yep.
like that. How do you fuck up that badly?
I'm kind of seeing why Spike doesn't do it anymore. I'm kind of starting to see it. Not only
you
did
know
the channel go under, just I kind of see it.
yeah, it's kind of interesting how like I don't know, like we just sort of looking at things and we got hindsight, right? Hindsight
Yeah.
being 2020. It's like we can sort of like see like did they get it right though? And sometimes like I could see like they get it right. Like I would some of them like I don't really, but I guess
Yeah.
game of the years, I don't think they truly get it wrong, like per
No.
se. But some of these other categories, I'm looking in the weeds and stuff like that. Whoa, I'm like,
Yeah.
you need to
I don't know
check your
about
work
that one.
there. Yeah,
So
yeah.
2000, not 2008, Grand Theft Auto
hmm
4. Grand Theft Auto has won, I think, every single year that it's ever been dropped since it's become 3D.
3, 4, and 5. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And 6 will probably win whenever that comes out. Uh, Best Shooter Gears, Best Music Game, Rock Band, Best RPG Fallout. Big name in the game Mail, Kiefer Sutherland as Sergeant Roebuck in World at War. Game Jenny McCarthy. She was in Command and Conquer, yeah.
There's no
Let's
nominees. What the
yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
Let's
minute. Look at that. It's big name in games. Oh,
yo.
male. Oh my god.
Okay, best male voice, Michael Hollick as Nico Bellic, and best female, Debbie May as Meryl Silverbum in Guns of the Patriot.
I can
Okay.
give them that one.
David Hayter lost out, Stephen Fry as the narrator in Little Big Planet, Jason Zumwalt as Roman Bellic, and Natalie Cox as Juno in The Force Unleashed, Paula Tiso as Sylvia in No More Heroes, and Keely Hawks as that was her last role in Tomb Raider Underworld.
Damn.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
So I don't even know if David Hayter ever won for his voice
He
work,
won in our
and this
hearts.
that's yeah, he should have won. Hey, but if he didn't win for Metal Gear Solid 1 or even 2, those are the two best ones.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'd be upset. I hope David Hayter won for at least Metal Gear Solid 3 cuz
I mean,
uh
did even in what's it call it, Death Stranding, did like Leah or Norman, did any of them win any awards?
they got nominated, but I don't think they won.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Norman Reedus didn't win.
because
Interesting.
they did, especially Leah, Mama, uh, fuck, even Troy did an amazing job. Like to tell the story they had to in the weird ass way that they had to, they did a good job.
The best graphics of Metal Gear Solid 4. Good job. That's a good
I'm not
call. That's definitely the best graphics.
2007, Bioshock beat out Halo 3, Mass Effect, and the Orange Box collection. I'm not surprised by Mass Effect because it was Xbox exclusive at that time.
Hmm. And so was Halo. Um,
Mhm.
and actually, the Orange Box wasn't it Xbox exclusive as well? Because I don't think the
Probably
Orange Box came to
Xbox and
PlayStation.
PC.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So interesting.
COD won
Bioshock
twice.
was
Shit.
Bioshock is a very seminal game. I played it recently in 2020 and for the first time,
Still.
and it was
Oh,
a really good game.
it's so beautiful. So everybody should have it. Epic is giving away all three of them. Go sit down, spend an afternoon. No, go spend a weekend because you're going to need time to digest Infinite and go play all three of them. Go get the BioShock collection. There's the winter sale is coming up soon. Go get them. They are worth playing. They're part of gaming history, that part where you have to play them.
Yes.
Just like Mass
I'm
Effect Chacalaca.
yeah.
The Legendary
Um,
Collection, baby. They remastered everything and changed all the shitty controls. Go play it.
it's really interesting in 2007, like all of them were like quote unquote next gen, but like God of War
Crisis for
2,
best graphics.
God of War 2 is a PlayStation 2 game and it was nominated for like best original score, which means that it could have been nominated for Game of the Year, but it didn't. We're trying to look at
That's
all the other nominees and see like that. Assassin's Creed didn't get nominated for Game of the Year.
I'm
Um,
not surprised.
it's a start of a franchise.
Yeah, but
Um,
it was rough. Like when I tell people go play Assassin's Creed 2 or start at Brotherhood and go from there, Assassin's Creed 1 is rough to look at and rough to play. You can't swim.
Yeah, interesting. Rock Band, Mario Galaxy, and Crisis didn't get nominated for Game of the Year. Also, by the way, there's only like four entries, like or three nominees plus the winner. There's room for two. There's room for two
Hmm.
more, and they didn't do it. So I think that's really weird.
And most
So
addictive and best multiplayer went to Halo 3, which most people consider the last great Halo.
yes, yes,
Which
yes.
I'm still playing. I'm still playing through. What the hell is it? Reach. I'm playing that Master Chief Collection.
I'm genuinely surprised that Mario Galaxy didn't get nominated. By the way, it should have been. It's a
It was best action game.
generation defining. No, I mean for Game of the Year.
Oh yeah,
Uh, it's a generation defining game, by the
but
way.
so are
So
all of
yeah,
these.
yeah.
Like you're
No,
going
I'll
against. Well, who was it at the time? 2K that was putting out Bioshock. You're going against 343 putting out Halo. BioWare at the peak of their. They just come off of Star Wars and just come off of. They're working on Dragon Age at this point too. And then you're going against Valve that has some of the
yeah.
best games of all time.
That's four nominees in total. Look at go up to 2008. How much were there? How many nominees in 2008?
Wait till we get to today. I think there's
Oh, yeah.
five.
Yeah. So I think 2008 had six. Okay, like one, two. All right, 2006. All right, one, two, three, four, five. Okay, that's still five, but
Yeah.
there could have at least thrown Mario Galaxy in there in the mix.
I'm surprised. No, I'm not surprised who won. Oblivion is great. Oblivion is janky as shit, but it's great.
I would have probably given it to Gears of War. I don't know. That Guitar Hero was definitely a fad back in the day, and it kind of sort
Oh,
of its days sort of kind of came and went. But it was definitely a big cultural moment, and I wouldn't have been surprised if Guitar Hero won, especially because Guitar Hero 2, I think, in my opinion, might be peak Guitar Hero. Or is it three? It's either two or three, but yeah.
yeah.
So
This is a category you won't see anymore. Cyber Vixen of the Year. You'll never see that again. Ever. But
oh
Alex
my
Vance
god.
won it. Beating out Laura.
Lara Croft. Oh my god, that's okay. Peach. Okay, Princess Peach. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
that's some good company.
that is good company to be amongst. Especially, Half-Life Alex, that VR game. Apparently it's really good. It won best VR game when it came the year it came out.
You
Best
know,
performance by human male Patrick Stewart as Uriel Septim.
oh my god. First off,
He
okay,
didn't have that many lines.
Patrick Stewart has an amazing voice. I'll give him that.
He does.
Yeah.
It
So he
was
can literally
such a
narrate. Him and
small part of
him
it.
and Morgan Freeman can narrate anything and everything, in my
That's true.
opinion. So,
But like
uh,
comparatively to everybody else, he had such a small role in that game. Like he was maybe 5% of it. And then Seth MacFarlane, Gary Rosenthal, which was Jimmy Hopkins and Bully, which that would have been my pick. Johnny Depp and Kiefer Sutherland as 24 the game. Who?
yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing.
I'm not gonna get mad. No, I'm not gonna get
I
mad.
wouldn't. You know what? If I were to redo, if I were to give it the award, I would have given it to Seth MacFarlane just because he's Seth MacFarlane. But still, yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Also, by the way, just wanted to say, you said Cyber Vixen of the Year would never come back, and I'm going to challenge you and say that it could come back if it were rebranded as Best Waifu of the Year.
No, Jeff Keighley is not. Remember, Jeff Keighley didn't even want to address some of the Black Lives Matter stuff that was coming on, and like the
Yeah.
stuff with Blizzard and all that. He's not
Yeah.
gonna risk. Here's this sex icon. Let's prop her up, and you guys vote on a female's appearance. That would be a PR nightmare for them. They would never
Damn, you're right.
recover.
Oh my God, we live in. Oh my God, we
Yeah.
live in this age where that's not
Oh, don't get me
okay.
wrong. When they did this,
uh,
because this is I think the last year they did this, obviously
things are going down.
I remember
Yeah.
they got crucified a lot for this too, because people at the time still were like upset about it, but they just didn't care. But then
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Jeff Keighley,
It's the husbando, right? Husbando. If
yeah.
unless you do both, unless you do waifu and husbando, then we can.
Even
Then
then,
it's equal
people would be like,
opportunity.
"What about people that don't fall into the spectrum of male or female? What about the non-binary?"
Ah.
So there's like, it's better to just leave it alone. Just leave everything alone. Just enjoy it. Performance by
Damn.
human best best supporting performance by human male. I was so confused.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God, they have four acting categories: lead, supporting for male, and lead and supporting for female. First off, you know what? If they do that, if they that's what I wanted right there. They did
Yes.
it. It's been done before. You can do it. But
Yep.
also, you know what? If you bring back those naming categories, human male and human female, and this is how you do it, I will sign off on it. If you use
That's another one. You can never name it that. You never name it. Cuz even there's probably people that are in the categories that have won that
uh
don't are non-binary.
like
It's like,
for instance, when Elliot Page, at the time she was Ellen Page, for Beyond Two Souls, she was nominated for Best Actress,
yeah.
and now in 2022's terms, she's not even qualified. Does that mean retroactively she shouldn't have been nominated because
No,
she was
cuz
always Elliot Page? I don't know,
it's like
or he
Caitlyn
was
Jenner.
always
Should she
Elliot
lose
Page.
her Olympic medals? No. It was a different time. Should
Hmm.
we as we go forward, we learn and lose things. Should Matt Hughes, because he got hit by a truck and has brain damage, should he lose his UFC fighting titles? No, that's not fair.
Mm.
Life
Yeah, yeah,
changed
yeah.
circumstances for him. But
True,
best
true, true.
human female was Vita Guerrera, who I never played the Scarface game. A lot of movie games are in this shit. And Rachel Lee
Laura,
Cook as Tifa.
Kaylee Hawes, Laura Croft. Why can't we give a Laura Croft a best performance for a human female?
I know.
Uh,
I think Camila. Well, maybe we'll see. Camila might have won one time, or she might have. I think she might have won a BAFTA at least.
I would
Yeah.
have
What
given
else?
the supporting to Mila Kunis because she's Mila Kunis.
It's Mila Kunis, exactly. Best
Yeah,
graphics: Gears of War. Critics' Choice: Zelda Twilight Princess. Beating Resistance: Medieval Total War, and Rainbow Six and Wii Sports. Best
interesting.
Breakthrough Performance: Rosario Dawson, and Character of the Year: Jack Sparrow. Big surprise there.
Hmm.
We got a couple more years, and then we're going to go to a little bit of the history of the new awards, and we're going to go through some of those categories. Game of the Year: Resident Evil in 2005. No surprise, beating out Call of Duty, Fear, God of War, and World of Warcraft. Let's see.
Interesting. Damn, who the hell could beat World of Warcraft? WoW is everlasting. You would think that when it came out, it would have been like the hotness. It
But
took all the
WoW,
oxygen out of the room.
WoW, even today is starting to see
A dip.
a decline because
Yeah.
they've had some business practices, not just with the whole Blizzard shit, just WoW in general. That even people that I know that only play WoW are like, you want to play some Overwatch? You want to play some Guild Wars or something? Like, you want to play something else?
You know, it's kind of funny. Like even like a couple years ago, they had they wanted to bring the player base back by bringing in WoW Classic. So it's kind of
Oh,
funny.
that was
That
too
was a
classic. It was bad. It was bad.
yeah.
Best male performance: Jack Black. Supporting: Christopher Walken. Best performance: women: Charlize Theron in the Eon
Hmm.
Flux. That game was awful. And Tracy Lords and True Crime: New York City. All right, see what else we got. First person action: Fear, the Fear series. If you want to shit yourself at night, yep. Best graphics: Resident Evil 4. I really can't. Best breakthrough technology: the PSP.
Interesting.
Okay,
That
but
doesn't even exist. I feel like that was a one-time thing. Um,
yeah, yeah,
well, at least WoW won for RPG and best PC game, so there's that. So,
that's true. Let's
what
see,
is best
2000.
wireless game? I don't even know what that
It's
category is.
probably mobile games.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, makes
Be
sense. Makes sense.
you know, 2005 was a long time ago. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, beating out
I
Burnout 3, Half-Life 2, Halo 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
okay, I don't agree with this one. Um, I would have given it to either Half-Life 2 or Halo 2 or Metal Gear Solid 3. Either of those three, I would have been happy. But GTA San Andreas, nah, it ain't. It ain't it.
I gotta give it to it. It's such a pivotal. It was a breathe the breath of fresh air back into the franchise that it needed.
I thought, well, three was that literally.
Well,
I
3 was the first
honestly
time it
like,
went 3D.
yeah, yeah. The way I see San Andreas and what was the other one? There's another one. I can't remember. They're all there's three games on the PS2. It was
Barbie,
San Andreas.
Vice
It was
City.
three San Andreas and Vice City. Yeah, yeah. I see
But
San Andreas and Vice City as basically a reskin of three.
San Andreas was the first time you could do a lot of the stuff that's now standard. Like, you could really go and get your hair cut. You could change the body of CJ, but it was also the first time in at the time GTA's history that the protagonist wasn't some white Italian or white Hispanic person.
Mm.
So it was like, and the story, all you had to do was follow the train, CJ. It's still meme to this day. Cyber Vixen, Blood Rain, damn.
That's fair. That's fair.
Best human female. Well, these are all out of Brooke Burke. God damn, these are all out of performance. Samuel Jackson as Sergeant Tenpenny. Fuck Tenpenny, by the way. He played. You know a good actor when you see them, and for a second, it's like Draco Malfoy. For a second, you got to remember that they're an actual person, not their character, and you're like, oh shit. Okay, hold on. Because when Frank Tenpenny first came on the screen, mm, mm. Fuck that guy.
Looking at the nominees, I would have given it to Tobey Maguire because that Spider-Man 2 game was it, and he did a good job on it.
That did slap. That's true. Designer of the year. That's not a category you see anymore. Best military game. Yeah, that's not a category you're gonna see anymore. Wireless game. Might and Magic. Jesus. PC. Half-Life. New technology. The Nintendo DS. Of course, bitch. Best handheld. Metroid. That's the first time we've seen a Metroid win something. Sorry, Metroid. Love you. Best gaming publication, Game Informer, and best gaming website, GameSpot. I agree with the Game
I like how
Informer.
GameSpot won over IGN. That's crazy.
At the time, I think IGN was a baby at that. I think a lot of these
That's
guys were
true. That's
babies at the
true.
time.
That's true. That's true. If only
But
if a gaming website was still a category, we could, submit level 1 gaming into that category, into that.
I would love to. Okay, this is the first show and the last one of these Spike Awards. So, Game of the Year, fucking Madden? Ew.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my.
First off, look how many nominees there are. Let's see.
Okay,
1, 2,
we
3,
got
4,
Freedom
5, 6,
Fighters, Vice City,
11. I
Legend of
count
Zelda
11.
Wind Waker, SOCOM 2, SSX 3, Star Wars Galaxies, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, and Tony Hawk Underground. Tony Hawk Underground would have beat Madden, in my opinion,
1,
and
2,
Vice
3,
City. And
5,
SOCOM.
6, That's 9 total. It's a lot.
9.
Yeah, and the very first one.
That's,
Most award shows sort of like follow the 5-6 rule kind of stuff in any
yeah,
given thing for nominees for something. At least the Oscars, at least they bump it up to 10 nominees for movie of the year, or you know. But yeah, no, that's interesting.
that's so much.
That is a lot. Also, you know what? I will say more nominees. If there's like 9 or 10 nominees for Game of the Year in today's age, that would appease a lot more people. I will say,
Yeah,
because at least there's a more chance that their game that they like got to get in.
that's true.
So. But it
Uh,
also devalues the being nominated, though, I will say. So it's like
yeah,
sometimes it's like with the Oscars, it's like it's so competitive that just being nominated in itself is an achievement. That's why you put on the trailer Academy Award nominee, this actor.
exactly.
Um, yeah.
But Thug, man,
Uh,
Thug was a pip. Man, I can go back and play Tony Hawk Underground today and be completely satisfied. Damn, best animation, dead or alive. We know y'all nasty mother. We know why y'all took beach volleyball. It's best animation, you nasty bitches.
look at that category, best game based on a movie.
Yeah,
That is like they renamed it to best adapted, but that's a better
yeah.
category name. Or like
I
you might
think
as well
so.
just call
Yeah,
it best licensed movie or something like that, or best licensed game. Sorry.
I
Uh,
think so. Yeah.
Also, the winner
Uh,
is kind of fire, by the way. So
oh yeah. But you nasty bitches, best animation ball a volleyball game. You turn those jiggle physics right the 2003 we were horny. Now we're just
hmm
horny in a different way. Ray Liotta won for man. Oh, there's no female.
Oh my God, best
Ray
performance by a
Li-
human. Fuck.
Ray
Okay.
rest in peace to Ray Liotta. He did pass away this year too. I did not
hmm
know he was Tommy. Most anticipated Halo, most addictive Soul Calibur. Damn.
I
PC.
like how for best performance by a human, Christina Aguilera was nominated as playing herself in The Sims Superstar.
You know what? Pop off, Queen.
And Snoop Dogg as himself for True Crime Streets of LA. But yeah, interesting.
You know, there's so many games. Holy shit. Like there's less categories, but it's more
More
confusing.
There's more, yeah, more games at per category. Like it looks like they're all like averaging 8 to 9 per category. It's a
Yeah.
lot. Interesting. Call of Duty is there on the best first person action. I'm presumably this must be the first ever Call of Duty to ever like come out. So I'm assuming that.
Let's see.
Uh,
Please do
so it
not just
started
give me
there.
Call of Duty. Yeah, 2003, the first one.
Interesting.
Wow.
So that's the start of the start of the series there. Um, I
Maybe later.
think the 2004 Game Awards I actually have that on this bookshelf, like, or somewhere over here, like in these two like shelves.
Yeah.
I have like back in the day, I had a VCR that was hooked up to the TV, and I would record programming. Like, I would go to the MTV Awards, and I would press record. I would record. We didn't have a DVR, right? This is how old I am. There was no DVR. Was not such a thing. That if I was to go out and have a social life outside of the house, I would
Mhm.
actually program my VCR to record a show, like a show that's airing that I want to catch later on the VCR, record it, we'll go home, go away, come back home and stop the recording and then watch the playback. And
Yep, with all the
I recorded
commercials
yeah, all the
and all that
commercials.
shit.
You could fast forward through the commercials and everything.
Yep.
And I actually found on this shelf when I was digging through these old VHSs in here, I found the 2004 Spike Video Game Awards
Oh, shit.
in there.
If you
Yeah,
could
commercials and
digitize
all.
that and
And I can digitize it. I have the technology to do it.
shit, I'd put that up. But that was the
So,
last year of the first year, and the last year was 2013 when it was the VGX.
mhm.
Um, and then 18 years ago they first awarded and stopped 8 years ago. So let's give a quick history on what's a social life, Barbie. You know that thing? I don't even know.
Yeah, I can't explain it either.
So Video Game Awards started 7 years ago, 2014. So right after VGX, it turned into the Video Game Awards. It's something we watch every year. All of us have.
Mhm.
Now it's a social thing. We all sit and we will watch every excruciating hour and excruciating performance and all that shit.
We would
Um,
hate tweet and everything, yeah,
oh
hashtag
yeah,
everything.
we will. We'll
Yeah.
be
This
watching
is
it live.
I've gotta say, it is a stroke of genius, by the way, like, because that is, like, kind of like an award show adapting with the modern times.
Oh
Because
yeah,
the way the Spike TV Game Awards existed, the way they would not be able to feasibly exist now. And also look at those ratings. You can see the number of millions of viewers. You would not be able to pull in 83 million viewers at one event like that. That's just not possible for a broadcast
mm-hmm.
network. So
So, Game of the Years 2014 Inquisition, 2015 Witcher 3, 2016 Overwatch. Okay, pop off. 2017 Breath of the Wild, 2018 God of War, of course. 2019 Sekiro, 2020 Last of Us, 2021 It Takes Two. That was the surprise. I remember that, but that was really good.
yeah,
So this is the
very
second year
surprising.
it's going to be in person again, which is going to be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I
let's
think
go.
it's like going to be in person at full force, by the way, because I think in 2021 it was in person, but with limited capacity. Like
Yeah.
now it's like a full audience in this one.
So
But
it's going to
yes,
be banging. So let's go through some of the nominees. Where should we? You know what? I'll be honest. I don't really care about the esports stuff. Um,
neither do I.
that's let's go with most anticipated game. Ooh, what do we got? Final Fantasy
Uh,
16, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I know which one you're
Interesting.
picking.
Obviously, Tears of the Kingdom is what I want to say, but like, what does the general population, general audience? Because like, they're not going to vote for a Nintendo game.
No.
I'm like, I don't like. I was very disappointed when like every year most anticipated game because was always being won by Elden Ring for like 4 years in a row. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't even remember like specifics, but like it just kept on being the same game being nominated, and I'm like Elden Ring. There's literally no details out. Like it's like very very far away. It's like there's no talk about it. How is this most anticipated? I thought there was some kind of like shenanigans going on, but it's just I guess it's the audience. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, so if I were to think that I got my finger on the pulse, I'm gonna say that people are gonna vote for Starfield.
I'm
The
gonna
Game
say
Awards
that too.
audience is gonna pick Starfield. Yeah.
Yeah. If Starfield wasn't there, then Resident Evil. I would love to say Final Fantasy 16, but Final Fantasy is still like a really niche series for a lot of people. And Hogwarts too. And
Yeah.
Nintendo is, as much as we talk about Nintendo and we have our finger on the pulse, Nintendo is not big for a lot of people that aren't Nintendo. If you play Nintendo, you play Nintendo. You don't really play other shit unless you're
Yeah,
in the games industry. But yeah, I think it's
exactly.
gonna be Starfield. Philly says Hogwarts. I would love for it to be Hogwarts, but the turmoil that's come with this game and the delays and shit, people are just like, just put it out. I don't care anymore. Just put it out. Let's see, best adaptation, because this one was I was curious about. Oh, these are TV shows. Okay,
Movies.
Arcane, Cyberpunk, Cuphead, Sonic, and Uncharted.
Sonic is
Ar-
going to win this one. Uncharted should definitely not be nominated,
yeah,
uh, but
it's
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is going to win this one. Can like if there's a dark horse that like I would say like has a good chance is the Cuphead show is actually pretty good on Netflix. So
I'm gonna
also,
say it's probably gonna be Sonic, but the way Arcane took the internet by storm, it could be Arcane because
interesting.
people the season 2 was announced and people are ready for it. Like there's fan art, there's people tweeting it. There's somebody I know that tweets out every day waiting for Arcane season 2 to drop. I'm like, you need to chill. So, Edge Runners was great. People fell in love with that too, but Arcane people are for.
You know, look at this. Our Netflix is nominated 3 times in this category, by the way.
Yep.
Look at that. So also, you know what I thought? I just smiled because I just thought that was really funny. This is hilarious. This is like going full circle. Like
hmm
this is beautiful. Do you see the irony? I don't know if you're thinking what I'm thinking, but let me think. Let me put it to you this: we literally just went over the chronology of the Spike TV Game Awards, right? And we
hmm
were talking about best adaptation, like best licensed thing, like best video game that came from a movie.
hmm
Now, this nomination stuff is
yep.
the best movie TV show product that came from a game.
Yep.
So
That is full
that's a
circle. I love
dub.
that.
That's a dub right there.
And another little point for Arcane, if y'all didn't know, if you guys are Harry Potter fans, Chao Chang is the voice of Caitlin. That shit blew me my head out of the water. But it could be
Also,
Sonic or Arcane. It's one of
yeah,
them.
also those arcane characters ended up on Fortnite, so it's like, oh, that chick from Fortnite, that's kind of how I sort of see
Yeah.
them. I see them right now.
It's so good though. Debut indie. I don't know a lot about the come on. What do we got? Neon White, Narco, Stray, Tunic, and Vampire
Right.
Survivors.
Oh shit, damn, Tunic. Okay. It's a 2 horse race, Stray or Tunic. I'm gonna give it to Stray because Untitled Goose Game won at other stuff, and I think
That's
memes
true.
trounce
That's
quality.
true. Because Narco
So
is good. It's got a deep story, but you're right, memes. So like Stray, Tunic, and actually Tunic and Vampire Survivors and Narco are all on Game Pass, y'all, if you want to check them out.
I like how like Stray and Tunic were like they're propped up by being free on the service. So like Tunic was free on Game Pass, and then Stray was free on PlayStation Premium.
hmm So, oh, here we go. FPS multiplayer games. We got Warfare 2. So interesting. They went with Warfare 2, but not Warzone. Okay. So
Interesting.
if those that don't know, Warzone and Warfare 2 are two different things. Warzone is the battle royale, Warfare is the multiplayer single and the single player story. Multiverse Overwatch 2 should not be on there. That game's ass, but I still play it. Splatoon 3 and Shredder's Revenge.
Damn, this is insane. Because like Shredder's Revenge is a co-op, like couch co-op, and like Modern Warfare is an online multiplayer. It's like those are completely different types of
Two different,
multiplayer,
right?
and completely different audiences, and like I don't even know how to compare the two. Um, I wanna like the fact that Splatoon 3, it kind of sort of came and went, and I kind
Yeah.
of want to dismiss it, despite it being a good game. I think it's just like basically like Splatoon 2 repackaged is sort of how see it. So I think when something is not new, like part of what I don't like about God of War, like the new God of War, it's like when it's not new anymore, it's not special.
It doesn't give you the
So
new
that's
new.
sort of yeah, it's not the new exactly. So so that's that. I almost kind of want to eliminate Splatoon 3. I also want to eliminate Ninja Turtles because it's not online
It's
multiplayer, and I
yeah.
don't think that it can compete. So you're left with multiverses, which I think was like a huge like big cultural zeitgeist moment and stuff like that that took the world by storm.
Mhm.
And Call of Duty, which is basically the biggest game, the biggest selling game of every year.
Yeah.
I think Overwatch is not has been kind of sort of reviewed poorly, so that almost eliminates that
Overwatch
one. So,
could get a surge of late voting because they did just announce a shit ton of new characters and season 2 coming out. So it's
ooh,
in
damn.
the news cycle once again
Hmm.
for a different reason other than being shit. Just new characters, people talking about the new characters. It's
I'm
probably gonna be
gonna,
COD.
I'm gonna be biased and say multiverses. So yeah,
Honestly, one of them. Please don't let
yeah.
Overwatch win again. It, it was when was the game of the year?
Overwatch won Game of the
2016.
Year in 2016.
Don't let it
Yeah,
win. Don't let it win. Let it die a slow death. We're gonna skip over. Nah, what do we got for sports? Fuck no, no,
FIFA. No, no.
no. Uh, family.
Family.
Let's go
Let's do
fighting.
that one.
Let's do fighting
Okay, fighting.
first.
Okay, okay,
Sifu,
fighting.
Multiverses, King of Fighters, JoJo, and DNF Duel.
Holy shit. It's kind of
That's
interesting.
just you,
Sifu is,
baby.
yeah, this is me, but also Sifu is not a it's not a fighting game in the sense, in the traditional sense, because when you think of fighting game, you think of like Street Fighter, like it's a PvP.
Yep.
Uh, this is like it's Sifu is a single player game.
Damn.
So all right, if just looking at this and knowing having my finger on the pulse of like um on like the fighting game community, it's gonna be between King of Fighters and Multiverses. Um, one of those two.
Okay.
And Multiverses has a lot of marketing dollars behind it, so
Warner Brothers. Yeah.
I'm prone to sort of give it to that one.
Okay.
So, and it's also the hotness, yeah.
That's true. Okay. What do we say? Best family. All right. What do we got?
It's
Kirby.
also known as a Nintendo category.
It is Kirby, Lego, Mario Rabbids 2, Nintendo Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3.
So Nintendo is literally nominated in 4 out of the 5 categories. Nintendo generally tends to win every year. There have been very few exceptions.
Hmm.
Um, so that being said, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
I don't think Lego Star Wars has like the staying power. Like Lego games in general tend to feel very samey and very homogenous,
Yeah.
and it's hard to remember like one game being distinct over the other. You just sort of
Hmm.
like kind of like blend them into in your memory. So I don't think the press is gonna, or anyone that's gonna vote is gonna say Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
That being said, between what's left, I'm actually not sure. I don't know. They kind of all don't have like that it factor.
I would say
Nintendo Sports,
Kirby for the memes
yeah,
because the mouthful mode.
yeah, probably that one. It's got the best one. Because the other
Mario
three,
Rabbids
like
is a
they sort of came
sequel.
and went.
Yeah.
And Switch and Wii Sports, it's a sequel to Wii Sports and Splatoon
Mhm.
2. Yeah, yeah. So Kirby by default.
Mouthful mode. Best role playing. Oh, what we got
This is
here?
all you. This is all you.
What do we got? We got Xenoblade, Triangle Strategy, Pokemon, Live Alive, and Elden Ring. Bitch, we know Elden Ring is probably gonna take this.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm,
Although, hear me out though.
mm,
Dark Horse Xenoblade Chronicles 3, because Nintendo fans be talking so much. They be talking that game up so big. Like they say that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is like a must play.
yeah. Well,
And like what do you think? Yeah.
same has been said about Live Alive and Triangle Strategy though.
Mm,
Same was said about God, what's that? Octopath. And Octopath is
yeah.
fantastic, but
Yeah.
Elden Ring. There's
So
something about
here's
watching
here.
people get stomped in Elden Ring that is just everybody loves.
I like the reason why I was gonna give it to say try Xenoblade is because that's kind of like where my feeds gonna say that. But
Mhm.
the reason why I don't think Elden Ring would win is because I kind of sort of like looking at it as in like a bird's eye view. Like can an award show give as many games an award? So if Elden Ring is destined to win Game of the Year, would they also give it to best RPG as well? Like, would they do a
If the
sweep?
community votes
Or
for it, it should.
yeah,
It shouldn't
interesting,
be if a
interesting.
game has certain amounts of votes, it can't win. if it deserves it, it should win.
Yeah.
That's the
It's also
that's
it's
the
also
thing.
kind of like what do you call it? It's also kind of hard because if you win game of the year, you're probably gonna win RPG of the year as well. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like it sort of goes without saying. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
usually, yeah. I
yeah.
love how we
So
we just after watching what Fame had to go through with his stream on Pokemon, Pokemon should not be up here. And I know blasphemy, but that game it looked like it played awfully. And I've watched other people stream it and they've said the exact same thing, but you get by because it's Pokemon. Best Action Adventure, Plague Tale Requiem, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, Stray, and Tunic.
God of War.
It's probably gonna be God of War. I would love it to be a Plague Tale Requiem though, because a Plague Tale Innocence was a banging game, and this is the sequel to it.
I wouldn't mind if Horizon win though. I will say that because Horizon doesn't get a lot of love.
No, Horizon is really good too. I mean, I've
I
been
know it's
watching
always in
it.
the shadow. It
Yeah.
always releases in the shadow of someone else. So Horizon 1 released in the shadow of Breath of the Wild. Horizon
Hmm.
2 released in the shadow of Elden Ring.
I
All the
just tell
oxygen
people,
left the room and they couldn't
yeah.
breathe. So
I just tell people we could have another Killzone instead of Horizon. So take your blessings. Best action game: Bayonetta 3, COD, Neon White, Sifu, and Shredder's Revenge.
odd.
Yeah.
Although if I were picking it, I don't even know actually. It would be between my instinct says Bayonetta or Sifu.
Yeah.
If I were the sole deciding vote.
I don't
Um,
know enough about Neon White to toss anything into it, but
yeah,
Bayonetta. I know that people were upset by the ending, and there was that whole controversy with the
the voice
previous voice
actress.
actress,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's still it's Bayonetta. You get what you get. I don't know. Yeah, Sifu, it's probably gonna be COD, but either Bayonetta or Sifu would be my choice. Where VR? I don't play VR
That's
AR
still
games.
that's still a thing. That's still, oh, Among Us VR. Yeah, Among Us
Oh,
VR, one
Bone
hundred
Lab has
percent.
been doing really cool things though. But yeah, it's probably gonna be Among Us because why not? I I just want to see what's in here. Oh, accessibility. Probably The
I
Last of
want
Us
to.
Part One.
Yeah, it's either between The Last of Us or The Quarry because The Quarry has like a movie mode where you don't even have to play the games. You can just watch.
It
You can set
as
parameters for the character's personality and what kind of decisions they make, and then you just press a go.
oh shit.
So, yeah.
As long as Last of Us took the stuff from part two, they'll be
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
Community support, Apex, Destiny, Final Fantasy Online, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. That's a
Also,
tough one.
just to go back to The Last of Us real quick, I think
Mm,
that's the first time a video game has descriptive audio. So
yes.
it's going to be The Last of Us. Best community support.
This one's a tough
Uh,
one because they all,
they're all supported like I'm like a motherfucker. Yeah,
yeah.
all of them.
Honestly,
Ouch.
yeah, they all kind of deserve it. I'm surprised Warframe's not up here though, because every year supports their community up the ass. Their
Yeah.
TennoCon, amazing. I would love to
Also,
go one day.
Philip said Bone Lab for VR game. So
Oh
interesting.
yeah,
Um,
you be playing VR Barbie?
um, you know what? I'm gonna say it's not gonna be Fortnite. You know why? Because in previous years when Fortnite was nominated, it never won. I always voted for it, like as my prediction. And so I'm gonna say that they're gonna continue to keep on the trend and give it to something else and not Fortnite because it sucks. You know, being a Fortnite player and rooting for it and then getting let down every year, I know better.
Yeah. Um, I don't know who to give it to. I
I'm I'm gonna say Destiny. Yeah,
oh yeah, because
that
Destiny's
feels
the
right.
one with the most recent stuff. They just had the Witch Queen, which came out last year. They have the new DLC Beyond Light or whatever it's called is coming out next year. Final Fantasy. They had Edgewalkers that came out last year. and I think they're gearing up for
Um,
another event.
for best community support, it's actually not best. It's not the best support from the studio. I think there's a second category in this where it's like this a category where it's like the studio supporting it with content, and this is like about like being able to engage with your community and like
And game
be
patches and
responsive.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Mm,
Updates and
yeah.
patches and social media. They've smushed it all into one now, kind
Oh,
of.
they did.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna No Man's Sky, you're great, but Destiny,
Yes.
yeah. I love you, Destiny. Best indie. What we got on here: Seafood, Neon White, Call of the Lamb, Stray, and Tunic. Damn, these two.
Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah.
I want to
Uh,
give it, despite it Stray like being like the front runner. Like I think Cult of the Lamb just because it's so unique.
it's so cute. It's
Yeah.
so cute. What we got? Best ongoing.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
So
Okay, when
this
it's
is
ongoing, it's the same game. It's damn near the same games, by the way, like except for
yeah.
one exception. But it's like it says outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. See, that's what I was talking about. It's like
That's they
where
just said the
it's
same
the
thing in a different way because they said content and games and patches there too.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like one is like community, like do you how do you engage with your social medias? Do you tweet out?
Yeah.
Does your fans are you transparent with your player base?
Oof.
That's what that's community support. And the
Yeah.
other one is, do you provide the goods?
Honestly,
Are they
if
the same thing?
Genshin
I don't know.
if Genshin got on Xbox, Genshin would have a bigger audience
I
because
will say
Genshin
this.
is banging.
I think Genshin won last year for this
Yeah, it
category,
did.
so I'm prone to say Genshin.
Yeah, Genshin or Fortnite, one of them.
Yeah. Well, not Fortnite. I already know. You already
But
heard
I
my
don't play
previous stance on that.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I want Fortnite to win, but like that's not happening. What I want is it's when it comes to these award shows, what I want is like irrelevance as slash a slap in the face to me every year. So
Yeah. All right. Games for Impact. You guys know this is usually the section where somebody cries. One More Blue,
yeah,
Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exo Colonist. I've only played Memoir Blue.
I only know As Dusk Falls.
As Dusk
So
Falls, Memoir Blue, Citizen Sleeper are all on Game Pass. I
damn.
or Memoir Blue might have just left. I don't know. I don't know this
I'm gonna
one.
vote. I'm gonna vote for the only game that I know is that's as Dusk Falls, just
Yeah.
because. Also, I'm pretty
Two.
sure like that one has like the biggest marketing push out of because like I know that one because it was on a summer game fest trailer thing or whatever, and I don't think any of these were. So
Memoir might have been in like a quick sizzle reel, but yeah, I don't think any of these elsewhere. I don't know. Maybe Citizen Sleeper, Memoir Blue or Hindsight because they're both Annapurna games, and Annapurna makes banging games or publishes banging
mm,
games. So
yeah,
I don't know. Best performance. Who we got? Okay, we got Ashley Birch. We got Chloe or Charlotte, not Chloe from Plague Tale. Got Chris, Mamon, and Sunny. So two God of Wars. Never played Immortality. Plague Tale, Charlotte, same voice actress as from the previous game, which was really good. And Ashley Birch, who is a legend.
holy shit. This is hard. Again, you've got a mix of the genders. You got two dudes and three dudettes.
Yep.
Um, only because I played the only one I played is God of War, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm inclined to pick between the two dudes. Um, Christopher Judge is kind of like the goat in my opinion. So yeah, Christopher Judge.
Just like I've watched some God of War stuff. Trying not to spoil it for myself. But as much as the character developed, it's still not giving new for me. So I'm gonna go with Charlotte or Ashley.
Mm. Hmm.
Because
Okay.
I
Fair
know
enough. Fair enough.
Aloy really didn't give the new either, but we're gonna skip over those. Best narrative:
Narrative. Hmm.
Plague Tale, Elden, God of War, Forbidden, and Mortality. I think Immortality is that a FMV game? Hold on. I feel like I need to look this up.
Okay. While you're looking that up here, I guess I'll speak my piece. This one's very hard. I don't think Elden Ring is gonna win for narrative because a lot of times in these Soulsborne games, the narrative is usually like in the environment and it's not really like something that you experience or something. It's usually like background stuff that people don't pay attention to because they're like excited for the gameplay. So I think
That's
that sort
true.
of writes off Elden Ring off the bat. Although I do know that it was written by George Railroad Martin, so
Yeah.
um, so that kind of sort of speaks to that.
So,
And I guess Immortality is an FMV game, isn't it?
yep. Full FMV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full
That's a
So
fame type of game, not a me type of game.
ah, okay. So let me think here. So God of War, Plague Tale, and Horizon are the three
Yes.
main ones,
Yeah.
discounting the other two. So I think people were kind of a little mixed on the God of War Ragnarok's narrative.
Yeah.
I saw some reviews where they were like disappointed with it. So I'm gonna go with a Plague Tale on this one, just because I feel like it should go to that one over Horizon because Horizon always gets overshadowed. So yeah,
Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna agree because I think Plague Tale deserves it. Amicia and that story was is really good. Immortality. Now that I know it's an FMV, it could win because it is an FMV,
yeah.
and you kind of have to. FMVs may be short, but you kind of have to have a tight narrative, otherwise the story is gonna fall apart. So,
Hmm.
it could. And
It's a
Horizon,
dark horse. Yeah.
yeah, Horizon, you do your thing. You're gonna be forever in our hearts. Best
It's
game.
nice to be nominated.
It is in so many categories. You have to win one, right? Best game direction: Ring, God of War, Horizon, or Mortality. Straight.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. Core Horizon, and then what we talked about not last week, 2 weeks ago with the ladies, the game of the year, the big bad bitch. Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Okay, I'm gonna hedge my bets here because I want God of War to win. But knowing the fact that Elden Ring won for 3 years in a row for most anticipated, it was also like this big cultural movement. I'm prone to say that the voting panel would go for Elden Ring. Again, it's never what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, however, hedging my bets because I want God of War to win so badly. Like a lot of times in the Oscars, when there's like a two-horse race for like movie of the year, they'll split the difference.
hmm,
Okay, so like um, there would be like best director for movie, right, and best movie, and with those two categories, a lot of times they are always one and the same. If you're the best director for the movie, you probably made the best movie, right? So
that's true.
what they would do is they would always be in unison with each other. But when the academy is split as to which movie should win, they'll split it. They'll like make it so one director would win their movie and the movie would win best movie of the year. So that's how they sort of like give both. So my personal like reading into this is for best direction, you give it to Elden Ring. For game of the year, you give it to God of War. If you're gonna do the academy split the vote.
That's interesting. Okay. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's me hedging my bets. But again, they're probably going to be in unison with each other. They're probably going to both go to Elden Ring. Um, my personal wants is that.
Well, and Elden Ring is gearing up for that big DLC to drop on it, and God of War is in the cycle. All of this depends on which one, when voting closes, is the big one in the news cycle. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. God of War has recency bias on
hmm,
going on for it. Yeah,
because Xenoblade, like unless you're a Nintendo fan, you're not gonna know about Xenoblade. Stray, m- people don't want to play games that don't have talk. Some people, I should say, don't want to play games that don't have talking in it or don't want to play as a cat. Horizon dropped so long ago, it
dropped off.
feels like.
Yeah,
God of War, it's out there. It's not the new for some people. Some people are disappointed. Elden Ring, it's not that game for some people. Plague Tale. Most people have never played the first one because it's a triple B type of game. Like, I don't know. It's probably going to be Elden Ring or God of War, but I don't know. I don't know. Damn. But we'll see. We'll see in 9 days what the official choice is going to be. We're going to be here. God, I'm dying. We're going to be here. We're going to stream it every hour of it. God damn. Every long ass hour of it. We will be here rocking with you guys, going through all the categories. And like Chacalaca said, most of those categories won't even be talked about. They'll probably be pre-show, or they'll be like little blurbs as they're switching to the next musical set or something that show up. Most of them we
Or
won't
when
see.
or when someone wins is like this, and the announcer's like, this person also won for, or this game also won for this category and this category, like that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Didn't that happen to
yeah,
Forza last year? They like grouped it in with
yeah.
into a
Well,
bunch of
like
shit. I was like, oh,
when they're when they're going up to the stage, the announcer announced like, and this game also won for this category and this category, like, and that was it. Like that's
yeah,
they just sort of
like, oh,
shoehorn it in, and yeah, and also like I'm not gonna lie, like pre-shows they kind of suck in the sense of like they like so quickly like. All right, and then the nominees are, they just come up on the screen really fast, and the winner
yep,
is, and bye. You know, like there's no acceptance speech, and like when they rapid fire like three categories back to back to back to back. Oh god, it's so like
yep.
it feels disrespectful, like low key.
It kind of is. But there's gonna be. What is some trailers you're expecting to see before we wrap it up?
I was honestly expecting to see a Super Mario Brothers trailer, even though they dropped it today
Mhm.
in its own direct. I was like expecting that to be a big like centerpiece. Is for like Jeff Keighley to secure the new Mario trailer, which that kind of sucks that they didn't happen that way. Um, which that trailer was kind of fire. Um,
It was.
let me try to think here. Hmm. I want to say s- Indiana Jones for Xbox, maybe. Like maybe we can get like a new CGI trailer. Like it's
I
been a
forgot
year
about
and a
that.
half since that game was announced. That should reappear. Um, if Perfect Dark has any decent development thing going behind it, then that should be revealed. Same for
Yup.
Metroid Prime 4. Um,
Yeah. I was like, it's time to
yeah,
see that. It's time.
yeah. I
Ooh.
don't think they're gonna do. I'm gonna say that they're not going to re-reveal Senwa. Like
I think they
it was
have
shown
to.
it was shown last year, right? And I don't think that game
Was
is
it last
anywhere
year?
close to. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
It was
feels
at
like so long.
the Game Awards. Yeah, the with the it was like in game or whatever and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so
So
good.
I don't think so. I think that's sort of how I'm sort of reading it, is that that game is gonna stay in the oven and not be seen or heard from this year. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think Philly pointed out one of mine. Now that it has an official title, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, we are probably going to get a trailer for that. Not Mass Effect. I think it's way too soon to see Mass Effect. Um,
Oh, too soon to see GTA as well.
way too soon.
You know what? I realized it. You know what? We're gonna get a dope trailer for Starfield, because
Oh
Starfield was
yeah.
shown previously, but it didn't show well because it looked pretty janky and like
Yep,
performance issues. I feel like this is a good stage to re-show the Starfield in a good positive light.
that's
So
true.
yeah,
Um, let's see. There might be some Arc 2 news because they made a big ass deal about that last year
and
with Vin
and
Diesel.
Vin Diesel will be there
He will be there.
to talk about how he used to play Tekken games with Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh my god. Silent Hill. We'll probably see another Silent Hill trailer. Um, maybe got another version, a director's cut of Death Stranding or something. I don't know. Uh,
Directors.
or hints of whatever Hideo is working on now. Probably hints at the new Forza game because it should be her Motorsports coming out next, not Horizon. Uh, um, Definitely a flight simulator trailer because it's the 40th anniversary this year, and they're dropping some new DLC for that. Maybe some Age of Empires stuff, some heavy Microsoft stuff, definitely.
Hmm.
Uh, PlayStation might surprise us with something, and a shit ton of good indie stuff that we're not ready for. Maybe Cuphead 2. Who knows?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Nintendo will bring us the new Tears of the Kingdom trailer.
They will. They have to. And please,
Ooh.
Metroid, please. I don't play Metroid, but please, goddamn, give us goddamn Metroid and Perfect Dark. Assassin's Creed, we might see Mirage because that's already been announced.
That'd be so
I don't
hilarious. It was like Nintendo was like, all right, we will be there with the new trailer, but you have to give us most anticipated game. And then Jeff Keighley's like, done.
I don't think Age of Empires will be there, but like maybe like a collection edition, like maybe in a sizzle reel or something. But it's the Microsoft Theater. There's gonna be a lot of Microsoft stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Unintentionally, there will probably be a lot of Microsoft stuff. But mm, there's Last of Us. We're probably gonna see that. Maybe some new
Oh, the
Star
TV
Wars
show?
stuff. Yeah,
The TV show. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a
maybe
good
some
one.
Halo. New season of the Halo show or something. Some more video game stuff.
You know what's kind of
TV show
funny
wise.
is Halo did the Halo show on Paramount Plus didn't get nominated for not adapted.
It wasn't good though. Okay, it was good visually, but it wasn't good. I tried watching it and I'm like,
I
yo,
watched
what
the whole
the
season.
hell?
I watched the whole season, by the way, but I didn't realize how much video game stuff that we adapted like that we got this year. It's actually kind of crazy that even there's so much product with only just 5 slots for nominations that there's still stuff that can get left out.
I
Uh,
mean,
if that category existed like a few years ago, Castlevania on Netflix would have won. Um,
mm, yeah.
and
Castlevania, Scarlet Nexus
I
dropped an anime this year. Like a shit ton of stuff got adapted.
if The Last of Us is good on HBO Max next year, I'm gonna say that The Last of Us is gonna win next
Yeah.
year. So
You know what? I don't know because who knows what could come out. Because Arcane season 2 will
Sonic,
come out.
Sonic 3 is not out. It's not coming next year.
Yeah.
Mario movie is coming out next year. That's what it is. Ooh, the Super Mario Brothers movie versus The Last of Us. Oh my God, that is gonna be some. Oh, my brain is gonna explode. I can't even like. I love both of those things, and it's like, oh,
He
I
can't
can't, I
handle.
can't, I, I can't handle it. I can't. I don't know what to vote for. I'm at war with myself just thinking about it.
It's gonna be good. Whatever it is, we're probably gonna talk again about this tomorrow, but it's gonna be a lot quicker. We're gonna be with Baron and Bame.
And Bame, Babe, and Babe,
Baron
and
and
Bay,
Fame.
and Bay
Oh my
fame.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Fame is Bay. And let me pull up
And
the
Snips.
and Snips. Let me pull up
Yeah.
the so okay. Jesus, we might not do a show next week because we'll have to do a show the Game Awards on Thursday, but we will
Mhm.
talk about it as a team. But we love you guys. Thank you for rocking out with us. We hope we taught you a lot about the Spike Awards and a little bit about the Game Awards because the Game Awards is still ongoing, ever going. And you saw the page. This bitch thick. Like, look at all this.
Yeah.
We and
And
this
that's
is
like
just
and that
like an
history.
abridged.
Yeah, that history is the history section is a very good read, by the way. I read it before we show. We sort of like touched on it during this show. We kind of sort of like raised it. We didn't go into like that minutia and stuff like that, but there was some good like political struggles even going on with the Spike TV stuff that was really interesting. Sucks that we didn't
Right?
have time to get into it. But either way, this show existing is good for the games industry. I think it does elevate and it makes it so that we sort of treat these games with like a little bit more respect and air quotes kind of thing. And it gives people in the industry like an outlet to like be awarded for something because like when you think about like the Oscars, when somebody wins an Oscar, like their salary can go up because they have prestige behind them. The same thing
Mhm.
can also be true when it comes to the Game Awards because if it matters, then suddenly when you're hiring an actor that or a performer that's you know who's got that on their resume can
Mhm.
like you can do it, it opens doors for you. Um, yeah.
Exactly. And shout out to last year when Lady Dimitrescu, voice actress, won and walked on stage all towering. Like, I don't know how tall Maggie is, but damn. I was like, she really embodying Lady D. And the Game Awards is the casual one. I always say
Mhm.
this. The Dice Awards is pretty casual too. I mean, you can show up to the award show in some jeans. You cannot show up to the BAFTAs in a jeans, though. You got to show up in a suit or dress or something. Well, I hope you
Yeah,
guys
that's
enjoyed
true.
this. We will see you guys tomorrow. I'm the Floor Hugger. You know where to find me. All that beautiful shit. I don't know, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna have tons of fun tomorrow because the boys are back and we're fully rested. Chacalaca, what do you got for the people this week?
Let's see here. The I don't have a ready press play this week, but I will say I did have a short that I clipped of Hugger here, and it's got over 3,000 views on TikTok, and I was very happy with that. And it's on this YouTube channel as a YouTube short, by the way. I'm doing a pretty good job of actually doing one moment from every podcast and clipping it. And I got, like I said, I got 2 reviews incoming, one on Thursday and one on Tuesday. So be on the lookout for those. And my Twitter is like right here. And just follow me on Twitter, and I'll tweet out every time I post. And I still have the idea to do my listicle for level 1 gaming. So I'm gonna be pretty busy, and yeah, good
Hell
times.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you subscribe during the subathon, we're gonna let you know how to join the running to do the stuff. Just give us some time because YouTube ain't doing what it's supposed to, but we'll get back to y'all on that. We love you guys. We'll see you next time, which will be 2013 games. So come with your best 2013 games. We covered some of them, some of the ones that won tonight. So we love you. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Peace.